Greetings everybody, Blackshow here. Welcome to another episode of Anthem, which I'm now treating essentially as a single player game. And I'm trying to just bomb rush through the content, through the story, playing on easy difficulty and having access to legendary gear that I got for buying the Legion of Dawn edition on sale. Just so you're sure, it was like a pretty hefty sale, and I really got it for like a low price, I think. All in all. So yeah, we will be doing that, and I'm pretty sure, assuming they won't kill the servers before that, because I might read it as a single player, but I don't know what the way they would do if they just pull the plug on the servers, because it does show when you activate the game that you like search for servers. So even though you might play alone, the game still requires you to have access to a server, and if they kill that, then I guess the game will not be playable. But man, EA and Origin did recently. I mean, stuff with Titanfall, the first one that got hacked, and people cannot play it, and whatnot. We'll see. Okay, let's continue.
You know, I really ought to get some potted plants in here, brighten this place up.
Ah, my friend. Always good to see you. You see the stories up on the wall?
Yeah, I was wondering about those.
When a freelancer falls, their link is brought to me. In life, the link connects us to a cipher. In death, it is a record.
And you write up what happened?
Yes, to remember what freelancers have given.
You do this all by yourself.
It is an honor. We should not grieve, we should celebrate. I want you to go honor our dead. Bring me their stories, and light their way home.
Hey, buddy. You're getting it done out there.
You saying that in general, or...?
Owen's quick to brag. Not that you haven't earned it, right?
I couldn't do this without Owen.
Keep it up and they'll be talking about us all over Bastion. You're raising our name. We're getting more offers. I've started color coding the ledgers. It's beautiful.
What about you? Any exciting jobs? Well, besides paperwork?
Remember that job my buddies and I took? Dealing with local wildlife.
How'd it go?
We fly out to where there's been reported attacks. The fort sends word they lost contact with some sentinels nearby. It's quiet. No one's saying it, but we haven't seen this patrol, and we're all thinking it.
Not every job goes well.
No getting around that. But we were lucky this time.
Of course you were.
We find the sentinels backed into a cave. They're surrounded by scorpions. We start to divide and conquer. This sentinel rookie with a cracked faceplate mentions they've got explosives. I keep the scorpions away while he sets it up. I don't know what happened, but we get a fire instead of a boom, so I yell, "Work with it!" Next thing I know, we've got the sentinels back, and the rookie's explaining to Vool why he's down half an eyebrow.
Now that's one to remember.
Wouldn't have done it without your tie-breaking boat.
Something tells me the job would have been interesting either way.
You never know, eh?
Guess not. See you around, Jack.
Hey, stop by sometime.
I'm so sorry. There's been an ambush.
I just don't think earwax should be that color is all I said.
Hey, good to see you. You're a freelancer, right?
I think you knew that.
I never assume. Like, I'm a laundryman now, right? But not very long ago, I was a cleaning guy. I figured you were like me, always on the move.
We're not that alike.
Sure we are. Anyway, you know Yarrow, right? That super old freelancer?
Sure, I know Yarrow.
You think you know him, but did you hear about him and the Tesla?
No, and I should be going.
Ah, too bad. Hey, do you have time for lunch?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, we're both so busy, huh? So, all right, I'll see you around.
Hi again, Bryn.
Freelancer. Hello again. Hi. While I have you, we need more information about this odd scar activity. If you have time to lend the Sentinels a hand.
On it. Just pass on the details when you have them.
Yes, will do.
Hi again.
Freelancer. Fancy meeting you here.
Were you trying to make a joke, Bryn?
I'm attempting something new. I don't think I enjoyed it. I should tell you, I'm impressed with how you've handled yourself on missions.
Freelancers. We get the job done.
Sometimes, from what I've heard.
And you believe everything you hear?
You do seem shockingly reliable.
Shockingly?
Oh, pleasantly. Surprisingly?
Has anyone ever told you that you're not great with people, Bryn?
Oh, constantly.
How do you even have an opinion of freelancers if I'm the first one you've worked with?
From radio shows and other Sentinels. Have you ever considered Sentinel life?
A long time ago, before joining the freelancers.
And
I was figuring things out. I also thought about breeding grabbits for a while.
I've always known what I wanted to do. Oh, rules and regs keep the world in order. A place for everything.
Sounds like you used that line before.
My mother's favorite. She was a Sentinel too, and she also loved rules.
Isn't working with freelancers without permission breaking those rules?
If the Sentinels don't adapt, the fort won't be around much longer to protect.
And isn't that adapting just breaking the rules with purpose?
Now you're just talking nonsense.
I'll see you around.
Potentially.
Looks like this is your lucky day.
Why's that?
You just bumped into the oldest man in Fort Tarsis. Name's Jarek.
Nice to meet you.
You too. You know, you don't live as long as I have without seeing some things.
Yeah? Like what?
I was there when the scars swarmed the fort's terraces. It was a bloodbath. Happened over 50 years ago, and it feels like yesterday. I was also there when the scars came over the walls. What do you think about that?
I think you've seen a lot.
You bet I have. More than you ever will, that's for sure.
I hope you're right.
Oh, I am, freelancer. I've lived a life filled with bloodshed and disaster. I've survived Strider ambushes, Dominion attacks and outlaws. I've even run from wyverns. I've seen enough death the last 50 lifetimes. And yet, somehow, I'm still kicking.
So what's your secret to survival?
It ain't no secret. I'm a pragmatist. I always did what I had to in order to survive.
I'm sorry. You must have lost many people along the way.
You got that right. I've outlived every friend I ever had. Sometimes I wonder if I made the right choices. I was in a mining crew digging for ore near Heliost when the main shaft collapsed. We were trapped behind a solid wall of rock. We had no idea of how long it would take for the rescue party to dig us out. I was lucky enough to find a bottle of water, but there were 6 of us.
1 bottle of water for 6 miners? How many of you made it out?
I was the only survivor.
Why were you the only survivor?
If I'd have shared that water, nobody would have lived.
So you chose to let 5 people die to save yourself?
I told you, I'm a pragmatist.
I guess that's why you're the oldest man in Fort Tarsus.
Don't you judge me. You've seen death. You've done things. I can see it in your eyes. It's usually a glint of sadness or knowledge, but in some people, that glint turns into a gleam. And a gleam means they want to see more death. Be careful, freelancer. I still see a glint in your eyes.
So, what are you after today?
Matthias Sumner. Is he really banned from the bar?
That Arcanist? Oh yeah. Technically, he's not allowed within half a click, but the fort's not that big.
Half a click? He didn't mention that. What happened exactly?
He's sitting over there with a bunch of brains. They had about 5 rounds of silver, no sign of drying up. They start arguing about some nonsense. I don't know what got said, but Matthias throws a drink at one guy. Then Genius Boy stands up on the table, shouts, "Do the math or shove off!" and flings himself at the guy. Smashed the hell out of the table, tried to stab a guy with a busted chair leg. I had to call the Sentinels.
Huh, I guess he really likes math.
Yeah, that makes it all better.
Anyways, everything going all right around here lately? No curses or anything?
Doesn't work like that. Guy before Dusty, Xeno something, took over, changed the name to the Black Emporium. 2 months later, hit by lightning, inside the fort. Sentinels found him fried to a crisp and fused to his chair in the back room. Glitch crap just happens. You don't hear about it beforehand.
I see plenty of things in the jungle just as weird as that.
The further out into the frontier you go, the more glitched it gets. I'm not sweating it. Besides, this is the only spot to get a drink between Anthem and glitching Allheim. It's worth nearly as much as the city of Heliost. I'm not giving that up for a scary story.
Hey.
So many things you are doing. Wonderful. I'm curious, what do you remember most? Good times? Bad? What? Honest now.
When things go wrong, you don't forget it.
You can't. No. Years ago, I had a contract to escort a Strider full of passengers. Routine, you know?
I'm not sure anything is routine beyond the wall.
True. Something did happen that night. Shaper this, shaper that, who knows? These creatures, they start to come. Eyes red with anger. I fight, still they come. I'm wounded, low on bullets, still they come.
Sounds like that should have been it.
Freelancers come. From everywhere. They fight. Many die.
A bad day.
No, my friend. Everyone aboard the Strider got home. There's always 2 sides.
They died, saving lives.
Yes, Freelancers must see the good in the bad.
That's hard for some people.
Now you understand why people can lose hope. You hear me?
I hear you.
I plan to head up to the wall sometime. Look out over the jungle.
But where were the freelancers?
Let's get started.
A freelancer has to look good.
Okay, Bryn, I'm ready. Go me yet?
I need you to find and destroy some weapons being stockpiled by the Scars.
Heading over there.
Those are the Scars' weapons stockpiles. You need to destroy all of them. Great. One stockpile down. the last stockpile. I'm impressed. You did a lot of damage. That finishes things here. Just one more thing. We need to recover some Arcanist equipment before the scars do it for us.
I understand.
Arcanist equipment nearby. You found the device. You can start that info extraction now. All the information ahead. Thanks, freelancer. And that's finished. Great. There's one more thing. I've got reports a Shaper relic reactivated itself lately. It needs to be silenced.
Got it. On my way.
found that Shaper relic. Great. Just need to silence it now.